all you need for this cute little snowman and snow woman painting is your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. And that's cad red, cad yellow, and ultramarine blue, and sap green, and burnt umber, and black, and white. Titanium white usually works pretty good. So have those on hand, or any colors that you have on hand. As long as you got your primary colors, you'll be fine. And then you can get your brushes ready. I'm just getting my bottled water here and my brushes, and I'm just taking what I think I'm going to need. So you don't have to have the exact brushes, but it's nice to have some bristle brushes on hand, which is, we may or may not use this. That's my signature side brush, and this is the I think that's the number 8 bristle brush, and I'm just going to have those in hand. And I'm going to have a flat synthetic brush on hand. Flat, that's probably a number 6. Doesn't have to be that big, just as long as I got a chiseled edge. Works really good in case you don't have a fan brush. So we got a fan brush, that's wonderful. And if you don't, just use the flat synthetic brush. And what else we got? I have a smaller bristle brush, very small one. As you can see, the bristles are open down there, and that's what I need to get that nice snow effect. So bristle brush we're going to need for your snow effect. And I also have a Sable or synthetic filbert brush. I love filbert brushes when you're doing round, anything round. It's really nice. It goes around, helps you with your circles. And that's about it. I just have another small one here, another small filbert. I may or may not use it, but I like to have it on hand. And I have a small liner brush. So have those materials on hand. If you don't have them all, don't worry about it. As long as you got the main ones, which is a flat synthetic brush and a bristle brush and a liner brush, and I think that will be enough to get you by. So let's see what else we need. So you're going to need, you have your colors, so you're going to need maybe a toothpick. Always have a few things on hand. A toothpick. Let's see. Maybe something small and round for the little buttons, maybe. You know, I like to have something that I can make a perfect circle sometimes, even though they don't turn out perfect, but that's fine. So let's get started on this cute little painting. So also what you could do is get a piece of chalk. Now you can use chalk, or you can use a pencil. I like to use chalk in case I don't get what I'm looking for. So today we're not going to do the background first. I know it's something that I normally do, but in this case I want the snow people to be really bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my green chalk. You have to have something that you can see, and draw a circle for the head. Good. And a bigger circle for the body. Don't have to be perfect right now because we're going to be going over it. See? Pretty simple. Just might put a little neck in there just in case. And then I'm going to do the other person. This is going to be a snowman. This is going to be a snow woman. How's that? So we'll make the head a little smaller. And we'll make the body a little bit smaller. Good. So that's all you need, is just 2 shapes. And then we'll go from there. Now I'm going to get these guys started, I'm going to take some blue. We want to get an underpainting for our snow people. And the underpainting, I want it to be fairly dark, because we'll be lighting it up a little later. So just get a nice dark purplish color. Doesn't matter if it's on the red side or the blue side. And then just add a little bit of white to it to brighten it up a small bit. Alright, so I'm just mixing up some color here just to show you what I'm doing. There you go. I add a bit of white to brighten it up for you, because if I have it too dark you may not be able to see it. So let's get this started. So once you get this on, then you will be able to see that the filbert brush, how nice it goes around the corners. Isn't that nice? That's your filbert brush. These are beautiful filbert brushes. I got to say, I got these filbert brushes, I don't know where, to tell you the truth. There's no name on them, there's no brand name on them. And they're so beautiful, I can't believe it. And they're so sturdy, and they're synthetic, I believe. And they have these different brushes. It came in a package. I really can't remember where I got them. Just look at that one, isn't that cool? Beautiful. I love them. And I don't know where I got them. If I can find out, I'll let you know. You can always email me at allisonprior@yahoo.com in case I do find them, and then I can give it a link or something. I don't know. I'll check it out for you. Anyway, I love these. Look how soft and smooth they work. They're so, you know, you may go through a ton of brushes before you find the ones that you really like. And when you finally find the ones that you really like, then you can't find them in the stores anymore. It's like, where did they go? They were so nice. So just take care of your brushes. I'll do a video on how to look after your brushes probably a little later down the road. Okay, so let's keep doing our snowman. This is our snowman. And just get the underpainting on first, okay? Because that way, what happens there is you get to shape it up. And any shape that is odd, you can always fix it up. But look at that filbert brush going around that corner. Isn't that nice? Look. Really nice. And because you got good brushes or nice brushes, you can get your painting. It makes it much easier to get your painting done without too much frustration. So I'm just playing, getting my paint on. Now, these snow people are a little bigger than the ones that were in the original painting, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because the basic thing I want to teach you is how to paint a snowman. And whatever you put around your snowman is up to you. Okay? So I just made a simple background. And like I said, I did my background last because I wanted to concentrate on these snow people. So let's keep it going now. Get our color, background color, our underpainting. And that way, see, you can straighten up the lines. Whoops. All right. A little bit of a shadow there. All right. Now, cute. Cute little head. And get your background shading on. Let's go over here. There we go. You can see how I'm going outside the lines that I already made because I want to get the shape that I want. The chalk was only just to get an idea of what shape and where you're going to put it on your canvas. It's 11 by 14 canvas, by the way. And so don't worry about everything being perfect right away. Just get something on there. Something as close to what you're trying to get, and then you can worry about it later. As you'll see us going along right now, you're going to see how these things improve as you're going along. There we go. Oops. So I'm just going to scrape that on there. I'll leave that one up there a little bit. That's cute. There we go. That's a good start. Now, using the same brush, pick up some white. Even if your brush is dirty, it's okay. Pick up some white. And we're going to have the sun on this side coming in through the left. And so we're going to have the highlight on the left. But see, look, that's not quite the highlight. So just go start on the left. And on the left, we'll get some of that on there. Isn't that pretty? Just by doing that, that's cool. Keep going. Now don't get any more paint. Just keep going over. Now this side goes around this way. So try to go with the shape, okay? Go with the shape. Keep going. You might lose some of your underpainting by the time we finish this, but that's okay. Let's do the other one. So you pick up more paint for the other one. Alright, so here we go. Good. Hopefully your paint is still wet. If it's not, it should still be okay. If you got any problems blending it, then you just put some more blue back in there. Put your underpainting back on. If you can work with this wet on wet, it'll probably give you better results. Good. We're getting there. Alright, another coat of white. I got a dirty brush. It's fine with me. And I'm putting some white on my filbert synthetic brush. What size is that, you may ask? I'm thinking, because the brush is dirty, I can't find the size on it, but I think it's a size 6. Okay, so let's do this again. Alright, now you can really straighten up those lines that you put in, the chalk line, and if the chalk line is still there after you finish, you just get it off with a damp brush. Good, and now we'll do the other side again. Good, and come right in. Come right in. And then come around that side. Good. See how you go round, 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 round you go. Now my paint is still wet underneath, so if your paint dries you might get a different effect. If it dries, just put on your underpainting again alongside of the wet paint, and then it'll all blend really nice together, okay? So I got more paint for this little person over here. I'm putting on more white, coming down here. Now I can clean up my edges. You might have to do it a couple of times till you get what you're looking for. And then we go around the other side. And around and around and around we go. Good. So we're getting somewhere. Isn't that cute? Alright. Fix up anything that needs to be fixed. Alright, that looks good. Now hopefully it's still wet, and if it's not, like I say, put back some wet paint, you know, some of your white and your underpainting, and if you want to, work in small sections at a time, and that way it'll stay wet for you. But here's now where your bristle brush comes in. So I have my number 6 or 8 bristle. Depends on the size that you're working on. Some people might be looking at this video and using a 6x8 canvas or 8x10. So you'll need a smaller brush than this, okay? But if you're using 11x14, that's the size I'm using for now. And then I'm going to tap into some of my white. I'll tap in. And I'm going to tap into a little bit of that mixture I made for the underpainting. Okay, so I'm just tap, 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 tap. See that? See that look right there? That's what we want on the snow people. So we're going to tap. Tap, 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 tap. And that will give you texture to the snow. Tap, 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 tap. Stay over to the left. Okay. Stay over to the left for now. Come down here. Tap, 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 tap. Hopefully it's still wet. If it's not, it should work pretty good, but you're going to need those shadows. So work wet on wet if you can. And like I said, do it in sections. Finish one section first, maybe the head, and then you can move on to the body to keep your paint wet. If you want to keep your paint wet, just take a little spray bottle and spray some little bit of water on there just to keep it wet. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take that brush. You're not going to get any more paint on it, okay? And you're just going to tap at this part here, and you're going to tap it over to the end. See, that way you don't lose your shadow on that right side. But yet, it's still nice and bright on the left side, okay? So I'm going to move that over. Tap, 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 tap. Move it over. Okay, move it over. Tap, tap, tap. Move, 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 move. So, just tap it over. That gives you like nice texture onto your snow. A snowy look. Good. Now we're not finished yet. Get more paint now for your other one. Over here. Boy, we got a shadow going on here. I'm going to see if I can fix that for you. Alright, so here we go. Tap, 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 tap. And down here. That's where the sun is. It's on the left. There we go. See the texture? Now move that over here. All the way over. And same with this one. So you can still see your underpainting. That's the good thing about tapping too, is you can still see your underpainting. It's not going to cover it all up. You're not going to end up, you know, blending everything together. You're just tapping on top of what you did. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let's try more highlights on the left side. I've still got my brush. Still have my brush. I'm tapping it into my hand so I can spread open. See? Spread those open. Grab a bit of white and tap on the left. Now gently tap. There's no. Yes, you can still. I can hear you out there now. Do I still tap into the underpainting mixture? As you get closer to getting your highlights highlighted as much as you can, then just go into your pure white with a clean brush so you can start getting it really nice and bright. So I can read your mind, you know. I can read your minds. Yep. And I must say, you guys really give me some nice compliments. Thank you very much. Alright, so now we're going to move this over a little bit. So we still want to keep that shadow on that side. If we lose that shadow on that side, we'll just put it back. No big deal. So move that over. Move it on over. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. See how it's starting to brighten up? You know, I mean, I could easily speed this up and just move on because you can see what I'm doing, but like I say, I do everything in real time, step by step. If you want to move faster, just fast forward. Just fast forward yourself, sure. And alright, so then we can just move that over because I want you to see all my mistakes and everything that I make and things that I'm doing. If you fast forward or if you go in fast speed, or you know, you can't see all the little things that you could be fixing or doing or working. I don't know, just seems. I like looking at them because I kind of know what everybody's doing. But if I'm brand new, I couldn't follow them because I was brand new. So I was like, well, I'd love to be able to learn how to do that. So there we go. There we go. So we'll be brightening this up again. I'm going to let it dry. I think we'll get some more brights as it dries. Okay, so now we can let it dry so we can brighten it up even more. All right. Now these look like they're more dry. So I'm going to try some more white paint. So I'm going to put them, see, I have lots of paint on my brush, but I'm going to be gentle. And I'm going to tap on some more. See, now that it's dry, we can get some more highlights on there. See how nice and bright that's coming? And see the texture? So lots of paint on your brush, but gentle. So you don't lose all your underpainting, your shadows. Good, see that? So just tap, 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 tap. Just gentle, lots of paint. Go get more if you need it. Good. Just keep tapping away. But see how that brush where the bristles are separated? Then the paint will go on separated and it'll keep, you'll be able to see your underpainting coming through. So let's just keep tapping on that side. That's the left side. Good. Alright. And now, what we'll do is we'll start, we have most of the paint off the brush. Don't get any more paint. Just start moving over. Because we want to keep that shadow on that side. On the right side. Just tap, 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 tap. And the more paint is coming off your brush, then the more you can get to keep your shadow. You might have to push a little tiny bit harder if you need to. Tap, 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 tap. See how nice that is? And you can add as much as you want as long as you can keep your shadows. Get this side a little bit. Good. Down here. Fix up your edges if you need to. Good. And more. Get more paint when you need it. See how nice and bright that's coming along? Just tap away. See how I'm keeping some of the shadows? And now I'm going to start moving over. I won't get more paint. I'll just, whatever's on my brush, I'll just keep it on there. And I'll just move it over. But it's got the shadows there, see? Because I never added too much paint. Now, we'll put the hats on. And if we need more highlight and more white on our snow people, we will do that. We'll put some more on after. But right now, let's put the hats on the snow people. Okay, so I'm just touching up a little bit on the side here. So you can go back and fix things. Make sure there's not too much paint on your brush. If you lose your shadow, just go back and put some more in. Just smoothing it out. Just tapping over a little bit what I already did. But I'm still keeping my shadow, see? Good. Alright.